you could probably sell a lot of Relief Factor at these PragerU summits.
Between us are so eerie to me that in my book on happiness, which came out in '99, I actually have a chapter on the necessity of having a tragic view of life. And then I hear you speak of, like just now, this tragic view of life. And ironically, if you don't have that, you can't be happy. So it's just another example of this, and that you're getting this message out. If you want to comment on that, please. If not, I'll go on. You are such I watch you, and you're such an intense listener. I don't know when you're going to react. So,
well, there's this old idea. You all know this idea. It's an idea that's expressed, for example, in the classic Disney movie, which I really like, called Pinocchio. And when Pinocchio is attempting to free himself from the forces that manipulate him as a puppet and to become an autonomous being, he is required to go to the darkest place to find the worst monster and face that voluntarily. And in doing so, he rescues his father. And that's a very old idea. I don't know how old it is. It's one of the oldest ideas we have in written form, and there's no doubt that in its pre-written form, it would be tens of thousands of years older than that. And it's a very strange.
Okay, let's go back to this. Rank Prager a 3 out of 5 on courtishness. So May 7, 2021, Dennis tells Jordan Peterson, "I can't find a thing you have ever said that isn't ennobling. I love your work." I can't find a thing that you've ever said that isn't ennobling. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
From there into issues of free speech and perhaps beyond that as well. So welcome, guys. Thanks very much for talking with me today. Dennis, maybe you want to start. Do you want to talk a little bit about
check this out?
What I said, and then they had no quotes. But anyway,
I've had the same experience, Dennis. I have hundreds of hours of.
Of course you have. I know that. I can't find a thing you've ever said that isn't ennobling. I love your work. I wrote the introduction to your biography.
And Laponius, bro, I can never find a single thing that you have ever said that isn't ennobling. I mean, you just uplift the human spirit. I mean, so many people are cruel, sarcastic, cutting. They make, personal attacks. They're vulgar. They're uncharitable. They're unchristian. But Laponius, in all your comments, man, I can't think of a single thing you've said that isn't ennobling. Bro, I love your work. Bro. Show me how to love you. That's all I want to say. Show me how to love you. So remember when, this was good. Remember when Dennis told Julie Hartman, I didn't have an age? Oh, man. Oh, good. I didn't have an age. Birthday. Yeah. Don't have an... Oh. Unlike regular people, Dennis doesn't have an age.
Really?
Yes.
That's not a response I would expect from you.
I know, and I'll tell you why. Because in the public's view, I don't have an age. So I don't talk about it much because...
Yeah, the public view, unlike mere mortals, right? In the public's view, Dennis Prager doesn't have an age. He's just timeless. He transcends time and space, history, the normal constraints that limit regular people.
It's not relevant to any part of my life. I mean, it's relevant in my brain.
Age is nothing but a number, says Dennis Prager and R. Kelly.
How old I am. But I feel the same as I did when I was your age, and I act the same as I did in terms of energy in your age. But I don't like to emphasize it because I prefer that people just think of me as Dennis.
Yeah, guys, don't think of him as 75 years of age, all right? Please don't think of Dennis as 75. Just think of him as Dennis. Think of him as having a soul that is ageless. Think of Dennis as timeless. Think of Dennis as outside of history. Think of Dennis stepping outside the normal constraints that limit people, right? He transcends us.
Does that make any sense?
No, I tell you that all the time. I mean, you appeared to me, your soul is sort of ageless. And I think that of other, truly unique people, honestly. The other person who I thought of, weirdly, Donald Trump.
That's correct.
He seems ageless.
Nobody talks about his age.
Yeah, he really...
Ageless. Beautiful. Oh, come on, Laponius. Let's go back to that ennobling. All right. I mean, Dennis, Laponius, that comment about being fat and not be that was not ennobling. Let's bring back the ennobling Laponius. I'm really disappointed in you, bro. Okay, Dennis Prager, October 31, 2022. We're obliged to fight like they like they did on Normandy Beach. Oh, I can't find. That's not a transcript, but it says we're obligated to fight like they did on Normandy Beach. So who are we supposed to be fighting? The Democrats and the elites, guys. We're obligated to fight like they did on Normandy Beach. Didn't Jim Jones say things like that? And Charles Manson?